Here's the workout of the day for Tuesday, March 24th. We're going to Tabata 5 movements. 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest each of burpees, handstand shoulder taps, rowing or a sumo deadlift tie pull, hollow rocks, and then bottom to bottom squats. Now I'm going to take you through a quick overview of the range of motion and requirements for each one of the movements. And then we'll talk about some scaling and modifications of some of these movements. The first movement is a simple burpee, right? All the way down to the ground, chest touches, and then a jump. Just get vertical, right? All the way down, all the way up. You can step back, go down to the chest, you can step up, right? You can rotate back and forth. Whatever is the fastest movement is the best way to go. You'll count the number of total repetitions you get for burpees. The next movement is the handstand shoulder taps. It means that you'll kick up into a handstand, and then you will tap the right shoulder, tap the left shoulder, tap the right shoulder, tap the left shoulder. A couple of ways to scale this are to just get in downward facing dog. All right, get the shoulders up above the wrists. 1, 2, 3. For some people, that'll be enough. For other people, you'll need to get your hips higher, and that makes it more difficult. You might put your feet on the back of a couch. You might find something that's about as high as a barbell rack. Back yourself up into it, and a shoulder tap. That's probably what I should be using. I'm not going to kick up to a handstand because I can only get 3 or 4 reps at a time. And that would not be sustainable for 4 minutes, even if I did have 10-second breaks, which everyone does. So that is the handstand shoulder tap. I wanted to include rowing in one of these workouts because about 10 or 12 of you actually have rowers at your houses, and I wanted to do something that focused on that. But when you don't have a rower, so those of you that do have a rower, definitely row for max calories. I talk a lot about how this basic sumo deadlift high pull position really mimics a row, but on a 90-degree, sort of take the rower and stand it up. So notice that I'm getting in a deadlift pop. Those of you that don't know how to do a sumo deadlift high pull or have never done them before, don't start today. I just want you to do kettlebell deadlifts. So, wider than a deadlift stance, stand, pull, drop, lower. Do you see how that's like using a rowing erg? So you'll do for the number of reps if you're doing sumo deadlift high pulls. For me, I would use a 20 kilo kettlebell. This is a 25. It's a little bit light. The next step down would be probably a 16 kilogram kettlebell. If all you have is a 32 kilogram kettlebell, use it. It'll be fun. You just won't get as many repetitions. After the kettlebell, sumo deadlift high pull, you can get in a set or 8 sets of hollow rock. What do you count here? All you count is if you were able to hold the hollow rock position, right? Whichever one you choose, for 20 seconds. If you can hold each one of the 8 hollow rocks for 20 seconds, you get a 0 there because you're counting the number of breaks, right? There's a lot of different ways. You can do 1 foot out. You can keep your hands close together. But the most difficult one is to do a low hollow rock with the feet and the hands just about 1 foot off the floor. And finally, the last movement is the bottom to bottom squat. So before we start, you get into the bottom of the squat, and this is your rest position. 3, 2, 1, go. You'll get in as many air squats as you can in 20 seconds. When it's rest, you rest at the bottom. Go. You'll get 20 seconds of squats, rest, hold 10 seconds at the bottom, and then go. This is a whole new thing, a whole new twist on Tabata squats. 5 movements, each After each movement, you have a 70-second rest, which is really 2 Tabata cycles of 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off as you write down your scores, plus another extra 10 seconds from the previous 10-second rest Tabata cycle. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. You'll be fine. So again, the whole workout from beginning to end should take 24 minutes because each one of the movements for 8 sets takes 4 minutes, and then there is a minute rest embedded between each of the 4 movements. Each of the 5 movements, 4 rest periods. I will have a clock counting from 0 to 24 minutes. There's a bunch of different Tabata timers that you can find online. Join us for this workout at 9 o'clock in the morning, or most likely if you're watching this video, you're going to do it by yourself at some point. Remember to post your scores with your individual coaches groups. Send a friend an email, challenge someone to beat you on any individual movement or on all of the movements together. Anyway, have fun. That's it.